So starting off here, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself and like your background in photojournalism, and as well as being an alum here from OU, how you came back to the region?
As a student, I came to OU back in, I think it was 98 or 99, I can't really remember, to be honest. I took a photo class and ended up falling in love with it. Then I did a workshop, and in the workshop, it was with some photojournalists, and they had mentioned that they said, you should think about pursuing photojournalism as a career. They mentioned OU, and after finishing up the program, I ended up working, all through the country, moving pretty frequently. Every 2 to 3 years, I moved to a new job. Athens popped up again, and then I was sending out applications for a new job, and this one popped up in Athens and at the med school at the time, and it seemed like a perfect fit.
Can you tell us a little bit about your book and kind of how you got the idea for it and started rolling into the project?
It was my own personal response to politics of the day. We had a new president in office. There was a lot of increased violence towards people of color. A lot of people wanted to point fingers and point blame. Along with that came the stereotypes of saying, it was all of Appalachia, it's their fault. I didn't know that that was a fair attribution to the current political state. I didn't know what it would be like here for me, because I had just moved out to the country at that time, not shortly before that. So that was one side of it, the question of, am I safe, and how will this community accept me? But the other side of it was, having left photojournalism, it really allowed you the opportunity to just meet so many different people from all walks of life. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed learning from other people and have an opportunity to share like a moment or share our commonalities as people. I think it's important for personal growth, and it's important for the growth of a community. So I enjoyed that and I missed it. I'm also a kind of a local history nerd, realizing that this whole region was very rich in history and culture of coal mining. Local people referring to these former coal mining boom towns as the little cities of black diamonds. So I combined all these things and just started driving around and making pictures of people that I met, historical locations of old towns that still exist and some that are ghost towns now. And really it's a look at the heritage and culture of post-industrial coal mining boom towns in Southeast Appalachia from the eyes of a person of color.
So how do you think working on this book changed you through the process, or what did you learn from the people that you were documenting?
I can at least now say, based upon my own experience, that the part of Appalachia where I live, specifically within these communities of the little cities of black diamonds, I do feel accepted, and I do feel like my community welcomes me. There just really has been a really wonderful group of people that I've met. And a lot of the people I photographed was just in passing. It wasn't like we spent a lot of time together, but the time that we did spend together, it was a good experience.
So now I'd like to ask you about your Kickstarter campaign, which I found online. Did you find that to be a difficult process, especially with the pandemic still kind of in full swing?
I was definitely really anxious about launching the campaign, or and a book during COVID. My goal to get the book published was to raise $14,000 in pre-order. So $14,000 though, that number was really stifling. I've been working on this project since 2018, and it was now 2020. 2 years of this nurturing this little baby. The future of it hung on the balance of whether I had enough pre-orders or not. So, but when COVID hit, we pushed it back and then just kind of kept a pulse on what was happening. October came around and said, okay, now let's just go ahead and launch the campaign, see how it goes. So I just got this amazing response. I was definitely just so grateful. To reach the goal during COVID I still think it was phenomenal.
Thank you for being here and taking the time to speak with us, and good luck with your future and your book.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And thanks for y'all's interest. I hope people enjoy it.